There you go. Hi, back again. This time I get to ask the question. Scott always gets to ask me. I get to ask him now.
Okay, but can I ask a question first?
See what I'm talking about?
Where'd you buy these socks? Because those are awesome socks.
Those are actually they're from London. It's a company called Duchamp.
Oh,
And they
imported socks.
They have real edgy clothes, Duchamps. Now, I'll tell you a good story about socks. You can put it on. My boss at Consumer, John Stoner, greatest guy in the world.
Absolutely.
I was in a meeting, and I had these. I got several pairs of them. And he looked at me and he goes, "Where do you get those socks?" And you know, I think he was being sarcastic, but I bought a pair for him.
No,
Yeah,
no, he wasn't.
I bought a pair and had them shipped from London, and he wrote back and he goes, "These have re-gifting written all over them."
As do many of your gifts, I would
Easy.
imagine.
Okay. So here's what I want to ask you, because we do the same thing, and there's not very many. You know, there's you and Fran and a couple other people,
right.
and so there's not very many of us.
Because
So
people are smarter than that.
probably when we get together, there's so many stories. Here's the one that keeps coming up. I think, for the most part, everybody gets excited at the workshop.
Yep.
And yes, and I'm buying in, and I can see it, and it's nothing more than hard work and commitment and dedication,
Right.
and ethics and integrity and honesty and focus and investment of skills and talents and everything
Right.
like that. What do I do, Mr. Lang, when that initial glow wears off? When you're not there and you're not pumping us full of all that stuff, and we don't feel the momentum of the rest of our colleagues, what do I do to reach down inside myself and keep going?
You know, for me, I think it's about making connections. And what I mean by that is I think kids get all the philosophy and the conceptual of I've got to try harder, I've got to work harder, I've got to have more passion, more spirit, more commitment. I think they get that. I think where they failed to do is connect it with an actual task.
Yeah.
What does passion mean? What does commitment mean? And so if I can't actually check something off the to-do list in my mind, if I can't have that hit of I accomplished something, then I don't feel good about it. So when you say you got to have more commitment, well, here's what commitment means. I need you to come 5 minutes early. I need you to make sure the field's prepped. I need you to help move them, go back in, help move the marimba out. And then I want you to make sure all the freshmen have sunscreen and a bottle of water. And that way, not only I understand, oh, that's about caring, because I care about the band, I care about people who have bigger equipment, I care about the card, and I care about the freshmen. But then at the end, I get to go, hey, I did something.
I made a difference.
So I think it's about taking the conceptual and making it concrete by drawing a line for the kids. Because we know a 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old, they get the concepts, they get the tasks, they just don't get where the concepts are the tasks.
Yeah, he's dead on it. Motivation, that word gets thrown around a lot. Motivation happens after you do something. Manipulation happens before you do it. If you actually do it and walk away, you go, I made a difference. And that's the true intrinsic motivation. Dead on, buddy. Thanks.
See ya. Nice socks.